What's golden, y'all? It's Brian with the Media Room. It's been a while since I've done an actual Monday live stream. More times than not, I've been recording straight into platforms. So let's go ahead and condense the nonsense, get right into it. For those of you that are out there in the doing the video thing, your videos aren't failing because they look bad. You don't need a better camera or better lighting or anything along those lines at the beginning. Your videos aren't connecting because people don't know why they should care. And that's not a bad thing. That's actually good news because you can always fix your message faster than you can build a whole studio out. So let's get into it. Most business owners are blaming the wrong thing when it comes to, somebody got you online and said, "Hey, you need to start making content to push your business." Okay, cool. You start making content and you're kind of just doing things and end up blaming the wrong thing because you don't really know. You might think you need a better camera. And I'm a big proponent of not always needing the best and brightest cameras. You can buy plenty of used cameras to suit your needs. You don't need a better camera. You might think you need a better lighting setup. You might think you need an entire built-in studio. And here's the thing. People pay me to come install studios. Like I'm not saying that you don't need a studio, but that's not the reason why the video isn't connecting or why you're having a trouble landing the clients with it. You might think the algorithm just hates you. I went through that phase where I felt like the algorithm hated me and everything I did. Most of the time, the video didn't fail because it was ugly, a ugly video. It failed because it wasn't clear. It was muddled. Ugly video is not the problem. Unclear video is the problem, especially in short attention span theater on social media. So before we talk about gear, lighting, editing, studios, I want to do something that real quick. All right, let's just do something real quick. Okay. Think about the last business video you posted or the last one that you almost posted. Now answer these four questions. Who was the video for? What was the problem the video solved? What promise did your video make? And what was the next step? Once you have those four questions in your mind, sit down for a second and see if you can answer them. And if you can't answer those four questions in 10 seconds, then it's not your camera. That's the problem. The video didn't need better lighting. You didn't need better audio. It needed a reason to exist online. And that's the part that most people skip. We think that the reason is boring. We think that jump cuts or fancy edits or all that other stuff is going to make a difference. Okay. So here's the thing. If those four questions made you realize you don't know what to record next, I got a resource for you. Go to the description. There's a link in the description. Go to the free resources tab, a brochure or a resource that has 75 video topics for business owners. And it kind of gives you a framework to use to start figuring out the next couple of video ideas that you want to use. It gives you hooks, angles, talking points, and a 12-week content calendar. And I'm big about giving you guys stuff that I would use. I use this with my clients. I built this myself. And so I really think that this is something that you could benefit from. You don't really need to give, I'm not expecting anything from you guys, but it's something I want to give you to get started. Okay. So let's get into why all this stuff matters. Here's the thing. A pretty video shot on the most expensive new camera that you can find with the perfect lighting and audio, and you got all the B-roll and everything out. It doesn't fix a confusing video. Okay. We got to break that false belief that better production automatically means better results. People skip commercials every single day. And especially on regular television or on streaming television, people don't want to see commercials. People don't want to see trailers. They don't want to see ads for just about everything. And companies invest a lot of money in shooting commercials, and they're really well shot well. Shoot, even sometimes Hollywood directors, that's their day job is making commercials for major corporations. So it's not about pretty. People just don't want to see them. Okay. A better camera can make your video look sharper, but it can't make your point sharper. Okay. You could have clean lighting, smooth editing, a nice background, good audio, and all that other stuff. But if people don't know what you're talking about or who, if you're even talking to them or why it matters, they're going to bounce. Right. I didn't necessarily mean to record that part on the live stream. So let's go. All right, cool. Production gets attention. Message earns trust. So that does not mean that production quality doesn't matter. Let's not get into that. I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying that you don't have to worry about some level of production quality. It means production quality is not the first problem to solve. If the message is weak, better production just makes the weak message look more expensive. Okay. So here's the thing. Ugly videos win when they're useful. Ugly videos work when they answer a real question. All right. And this is for business owners. Now, if you are in the content creator game and that's the world you want to live in, there are going to be different considerations for you. But if you're just trying to do the thing to put your message out there and engage the clients and actually do the business of making money and stuff, it is, I think that we put too much emphasis on these high quality, polished looking videos. Okay. People will watch an average video if it helps them solve a problem they care about. And I think that's the opportunity a lot of people are missing. They're going in, especially when they get on YouTube, they're comparing themselves to the top dog YouTubers. Some of these top dog YouTubers have an entire video team. They're working off cameras that cost anywhere between six and $1,000. Sometimes I know MKBHD had an $80,000 rig a couple of years ago. And so you really, you're comparing the results you're getting from your phone, which are fine and serviceable. You're comparing those to people that have a lot more money and can invest in a lot more of the production quality than you can. And it's a losing game. You're never going to feel like you caught up to them. Okay. So people watch a video that looks average if it can help them solve a problem they care about. Things like, how much does this cost? What should I do first? What mistakes should I avoid? How do I know if I need this? What happens if I wait too long? What should I ask before I hire somebody? That's a deep well right there, because a lot of business owners and new managers are going to be looking for that content. I know I was when I first started. Why did this thing not work last time I tried it? These kind of videos work because the viewer gets something out of them. They're not judging your bookshelf. They're trying to figure out if you can help them. They're not looking the stuff in your background. They're not looking and saying, "Oh, he's out of focus" or anything. They're trying to see if this thing can help them. Okay. Most business videos are a little bit too self-centered. Now, I'm saying that you need to talk about your business, but then also, this is where a lot of business owners kind of mess up. They make videos about the business instead of making videos for the customer. Okay. The reality is your customer doesn't care about your brand new amenities and facility and all the other stuff. That doesn't make the slightest bit of difference to them. Okay. If the amenities and facility have some kind of benefit in there for them, they'll care, but they don't care about the fact that you have a brand new building. So we do this. We offer that. We've been around since 1998. We care about quality. We provide great service. It's not always wrong, but most of the time, the viewer is going to be asking this one question: what does any of this have to do with me? What problems are you solving for me? Oftentimes, and even I do it. Like, I will sit here and talk about my resume and all this other stuff, all bunch of stuff that doesn't matter to the viewer. You need to answer the question, what does this thing have to do with me, for your viewer? That's the question every business video has to answer. If the viewer can't see themselves in the first few seconds, they bounce. So we'll get into the four-part ugly video framework. I'm big about frameworks. I think that frameworks are great because it's kind of like the instructions to the house, and you can build off the framework. Sometimes you have to make edits and things along those lines. You can recalibrate. So here's a simple framework for the ugly videos. Every business video needs four things. It needs a person you're talking to. So who are you talking to? Right. And so you can call it out. This is for business owners who know they need video but hate being on camera. This is for everybody. Serving everybody serves nobody. Number two, the problem. What problem are they stuck with? Example. The problem I solve is you keep wanting to record, but you think your setup's not good enough. I've I've been paid to answer that question. All right. And I did answer that question. Not marketing is hard. This one's very specific. You want to record, but you think your setup is not good enough. Not just general marketing is hard, because yeah, marketing is hard, but we need to be talking about specifically what the problem is. Number three, the promise. What will they know or be able to do by the end of this video? By the end of this video, you'll know the first three videos your business should record. Okay. Not, I'm just hopping on here real quick. All right. And then the call to action or the path. What do we need to do next? So if you want help with your videos, if you're looking for ideas, go to iswmediaroom.com. I dropped the link in the description. Go ahead and click on it. It'll take you to the free resources guide, 75 video ideas right there. And with a small content calendar. Download that 75 topics guide and get started. Okay. And this one you hear a lot. I even heard people that are regular old content creators say this: like and follow for more. Okay. That's it. Person, problem, promise, pathway. 4 P's. If your video has those four things, it has a chance. If it does not, better gear won't save it. Okay. So let's get into this. Let's give an example here. Give a couple of examples. So we'll go with the version that we don't want first. Hey everybody, just wanted to hop on here and talk about our services. I'm laughing because I've done this one. I've actually seen myself do this one. That's why I led with it. The better version is, if you own a small business and your videos are not bringing in leads, three things you can do or fix before you buy a new camera. Okay. This is the next example of something you don't want to do. We provide high quality customer service. That is just as vacuous as it could possibly be. It doesn't mean anything. Better version is, if you're tired of contractors not calling you back, here's how we handle communication before the job even starts. All right. Example 3, book your appointment today. That is a call to action. I've seen so many people do it. I've used that one. A better version is going to be, if you've been putting this off because you don't know what it costs, here's what most people pay, and this is what changes the price. So at least you're addressing, it doesn't feel like you're trying to skirt the price issue. You're saying this is how much you can kind of expect to pay, and this is what dictates exactly how much your price is. Number 4, we're excited to announce a new offer. You may be excited to announce your new offer. The people watching the video they don't care. I almost curse. They don't care. They really don't. A better version is, if you've been trying to record videos for your business but keep freezing up, here's the first thing I would fix. Same basic topic, same business, but now the viewer knows who it's for and what problem solves and why they should keep watching. So, yes, ugly videos, ugly self-shot videos that don't look polished, that don't look professional, they can win, and they are winning on social media all the time. Ugly is not the strategy. Clear is the strategy. Useful is the strategy. Specific is the strategy. Ugly part just means you stopped waiting for things to be perfect to get rolling. If your video is ugly but clear, you still have a chance. If your video is pretty but confusing, you just made a nice looking video that can be a waste of time. So if you're a business owner who doesn't know what to record, just go to iswmediaroom.com and go to the free resources tab and download 75 video topics for business owners. All right. And if you want to work with me, cool. My email is mail@isellwords.net. That's MAIL at isellwords.net. Okay. But yeah, check out that video guide, that guide first. It gives you hooks, angles, talking points, and a 12-week content calendar so you can get recording. Because that's the biggest thing. Start recording. Even if you don't like it, if you're uncomfortable, start recording. So hit me up if you need help with the full video system strategy, recording process, or if you need to sit down and actually consult with somebody about what equipment to get. I help with all of that stuff in the media room. Okay. My goal is to get business owners recording. So that's what that's what the game is. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Brian with the Media Room. I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.